No olvides suscribirte a este canal y darle clic a la campanita para recibir las últimas notificaciones de todo nuestro contenido.
Hello, Polyfan and friends, this is your host Paul, so we're gonna make a review of New Mutants movie. So this movie is not as bad as it seems, although you might be thinking that it is. Well, share your thoughts down below, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you may get all of our videos. Alright, so basically we have this New Mutants movie, and this ended up by being having a lot of reshoots. It ended up the film on 2014. 6 years later it was released, and basically they made major reshoots that basically ended up being a $70 million budget, which is quite expensive because it was smaller before. So basically this movie is setting on this building, and everything or the major part of the film is being developed over there. So this is a big building, however there is a small cast, as you will see later on, and we have basically the heroes, or the mutants, and we have the Dr. Reyes, and maybe some other characters, but only them basically. So that's it. This is a small film, so you will be ended up thinking, well, didn't they have much more budget? Maybe they could have more like extras, I don't know. So basically the star over here is Blue Hunt, starring Danny Moonstar Mirage. So basically she has the power to project, and on this film, to materialize the fears that you have. So she's an interesting character, alright, and she basically has a good performance, alright, but I think they could do a little bit better with this character. They could have done a little bit more, but she had a great acting. I mean, the star, I don't have any complaints, and she has this well, basically she's from a Native American reserve, and on that reserve at the beginning the demon bear, well, basically destroy everything, kill everyone, including her dad. So basically she doesn't have anyone else, and well, then she meets her co-stars at the facility. Alright, so basically she has great acting, and then we have Maisie Williams, Rain Sinclair, Wolfbane. Alright, so basically she is the companion of Danny Moonstar, and they have a relationship, and they have other kids. So Maisie Williams is a good actress, and she's very talented, and she played very well the character over here. So we have Anya Taylor-Joy, who I think is the best acting over here. She's basically, although Danny Moonstar is the main protagonist, to me Anya Taylor-Joy, she is the main star of the film, right? She plays Magic, Ilyana Rasputin, which basically she can transport herself to other worlds. And now there's something that we need to point out over here, is that there's a force field over here on the movie. They cannot leave the facility, but Anya Taylor-Joy can, right? And she actually can do this. She can transport herself to other places, and the question is, why hasn't she done this on this facility, on this movie? Maybe she's feeling protected herself over there, we don't know. but I got to point out that Anya Taylor-Joy basically has a remarkable, outstanding acting, and sometimes she can play a little bit like well, I don't want to say the word, but she's like a little bit annoying in certain parts of the film, but overall she's really good. So she's the way she relates with the other characters is interesting. For example, well, she doesn't have too much interaction with this one, which is played by Charlie Heaton, Sam Guthrie, Cannonball, and he has a good acting. Basically, he because of his powers, he ended up like on an accident. Well, his dad and other people died on a mine. So basically, that's he has this guilt inside of him, and he's really good playing that part. Although I thought that, and overall, all of the characters, they, for example, we have Henry Saga at Roberto da Costa, Sunspot. He's Brazilian, millionaire, and basically he has a good relationship with Cannonball, right? The Charlie Keaton character, and they're really good friends. So I liked that chemistry. However, I do believe that they missed this opportunity to explain the origin of the different characters, because, for example, they just tell the people, or they tell themselves how they ended up over there, but they never show actually why or how this happened. So basically, I think this was a missed opportunity for this. And we have Alice Braga as Dr. Cecilia Reyes. Alright, so she's really good at her character playing this, very charismatic. She has to be evil when she needs to be evil. She's really good playing at it, and she's one of the villains over here. Now she plays this character who works for the Essex Corporation. Now the Essex Corporation in the comics, basically it's run by Sinestro and Sinister. Sorry, I said our name. That was from another brand. But Mr. Sinister, basically, it's the one that is experimenting with all of these mutants, and she and Dr. Cecilia Reyes is working for them, right? And well, basically, she examines a lot of the characters. She spies them all the time to know what they're gonna do. But at the end, I thought that she had an end, like she could do more, or not her, but with the character, the character could do more, or should have had a different ending, because to me it's like Dr. Cecilia Reyes had more potential, even maybe for a sequel. She could be a really good villain. So well, I don't wanna, well, probably you already watched the movie, but anyway, I thought she could have more time over here, and she can display these force fields, but she rather to be a doctor, and instead of using all of her powers, maybe I don't know, maybe she wants to find out how she can maintain her powers, because on this movie, as we will see, they have a link with the Logan movie. Now with the villains, I gotta say with Demon Bear, it was good. It was a good VFX. However, I thought this was a missed opportunity as well, because well, this is from on the movie, according to this Native American story from Danny Moonstar. There are two bears instead of us, all of us, One is a good one, and the other one is the bad one. So the one that we see in the movie is the bad one, but they never picture the good one, and I thought it will be really good if they could play the good one versus the bad one. Alright, so on the original movie, I thought the end it was like it wasn't satisfactory on that place. Now I thought there were a lot of villains over here at the movie. Basically all of the fears that materialized and projected from Anya Taylor-Joy and all of the other characters. There were a lot of villains and I thought that they should have focused only on the demon bear, okay, because this is this should be the main villain of the movie, but it should be projected and it would have been interesting if they would have portrayed this, for example, like similar to maybe Inception, where you don't know if everything is made up of the mind of cop or if that happened really. So that will have been a really good element to have the movie, because if you I think this was a missed opportunity, because if you were able to portray that this was all on Danny Moonstar's head, right, then that will be like, well, was it real, was it not? Maybe to me that will have been a really good element to do that, but I don't know, what do you think about it? Maybe it wouldn't work, but to me it would have been better than what we saw the film. Now I think this movie handled a lot of subjects. They try to, like, other people have told that basically they are trying to like forcing this teenage theme, like such as the Breakfast Club. They tried to do this over here, but it didn't work, and I think in a certain way it worked, but it didn't worked at all. So we have a lot of things, a lot of stuff over here. They wanted to do like this horror film, but they couldn't. The end was not satisfactory. There are a lot of villains. We have very good characters, but being wasted, such as the Anya Taylor-Joy, that I think that, well, she was really good, but they couldn't have done more about it. And one of the things that they wanted to do was that, well, spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear this, you can skip this part, but they want to do a Logan connection, alright? So basically they portray as Dr. Reyes as one of the workers at these facilities where X-23 was created, and they killed all of the children of New Mutants, if you want, and now there is like kind of connection over there. So this makes us think that this movie is located on 2029, which is the date where these events happen. Alright, so they wanted to make like a franchise maybe, so they crossover thing with X-23 and their companions with the New Mutants, because these mutants are actually were born with the powers, but the others were created. So that will be having interesting. And basically remember that on the other movie all of the X-Men died because of the, well, Professor Xavier had this massive thing on his head. Yeah, basically he killed him with his mind. So okay, but overall I think that would have been interesting, but unfortunately they don't have this chance anymore because Disney acquired Fox. So I don't know what they're gonna do with this franchise. Maybe they're gonna kill it, or maybe this will be part of the multiverse. And now, taking into consideration the multiverse thing on the Spider-Man movies, on the on the Doctor Strange movies and on the WandaVision series. I think if there's a chance to have them here, have these characters, it will be on the multiverse, alright? And I think that will be the only option to play or to be brought from that universe to the MCU. Now on the VFX, I thought it was good. Only just one scene with the demon bird that I thought, you know what, this bird doesn't look like a bird. It looks like a video game thing. But overall, it was good. It was good. I love the VFX. I love all of the scenes, and I thought to me that this is a, well, not as a bad movie. It's not a good movie. It's not a bad movie. It's like something that you can watch, but you don't have to. But if you skip it, it's not going to happen anything. So I don't know. I leave that to you. If you want to like watch this movie, because, well, that's up to you. But overall, I think it was a small film. It could have been better. The end was kind of satisfactory, not at all. I think they could have done a lot of things with the characters. The characters were a little bit wasted, the origins, a lot of things, but overall, well, I think it's up to you if you want to watch this movie, but it's not that bad, it's not that good, it's just a regular movie, that's it. So this is my review from the New Mutants movie. So share your thoughts down below. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button, and so you can get all of our videos. This is Paul, and this was Peli Fandom. See you then next time.